We are in the blue Unit 8 homework packet on page 24. I'm going through the odd numbers with you, and you're responsible to complete the evens on this page. So let's take a look at number 1. Number 1, we have 25x squared minus 9. We are missing one of our values. Up here, we have our standard form that we should be working with, so ax squared plus bx plus c. In order to have no value there, we know that our coefficient, which is the b value, would actually be 0. So we can rewrite that as 25x squared plus 0x minus 9. Now, this quantity up above is going to be negative 225. I get that from multiplying the a and the c. Down here I have 0 because we keep the b value. And we have to think of all of the values that multiply to 25. And it's going to be negative, so we know that one value will be positive, one value will be negative. I'm going to write that. So I know it's 1 times 225. We have 3 times 75. 5 times 45. 9 times 25. And then we get 15 times 15, or 15 squared. And since we're aiming to get 0 when we add the values together, one will be positive, one will be negative, we need opposites. So that would lead us to think that we need a negative 15 and a positive 15. So this is what we're going to be breaking it down into. These become our new B1 and B2. We keep 25x squared, negative 15x, 15x, and negative 9. Now we say, all right, what do these two boxes have in common in this column? I know that they have a 5x. What do these have in common? Also 5x. So now the second column, a negative 3, could be pulled out of both of those. The second row, a positive 3. So we're going to write it as the quantity of 5x plus 3 times the quantity of 5x minus 3. Moving to the next one. Here we have a couple things going on. We've got two variables, and we also don't have our standard ax squared plus bx plus c. So what we need to do is just find what's in common and pull that out. We're just factoring out the common factors. I know that a 9 and a 12, both I can pull out a 3. So if I pull out a 3, then I look at my x's. X to the fourth, x to the third, I can only pull out the smallest quantity, which is x cubed. And then y cubed and y squared, I can only pull out the smallest quantity, which is y squared. So now I go in and I have to say, okay, what is 9 divided by 3? I get a 3. What is x to the fourth divided by x cubed? Just an x. X cubed divided by, y cubed divided by y squared. We have just a y. I bring down my subtraction sign, and I do the same thing. 12 divided by 3 is 4. X cubed divided by x cubed, well, that cancels. Same with the y's. So that's my quantity. So my final answer will be 3x cubed y squared times the quantity of 3xy minus 4. That brings us to number 5. And if we look at number 5, we're doing the same thing. What's in common? What can I pull out? 36 and a negative 9. I can pull out a 9 from both of them. So when I pull out a 9 from both, and I can also pull out an x, I say I have a 4x here minus 1. So that's my final answer for this problem. 9x times the quantity of 4x minus 1.